Alright guys, what's going down, man? This is your boy, DJ Just J with Just Dimes ENT, and I am your humble host of The Soto, you dig? What's going down, guys? This is another episode of Just Shenanigans. As you guys know, man, we tend to do a lot of very insightful podcasts, and not everybody has time to watch the entire thing. So how about this? What we're going to do is we're going to switch things up. We're going to switch things up right about now, and what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a couple of short videos, with this being one of them. Is it funny? Is it not? Well, I'll leave that for you guys to decide. So what I want you to do is on the replay, I want you guys to leave your comments in the comment section, and that's how we're going to do it. Matter of fact, I could probably bring you guys comments in, so bear with me. Hold on. So for the people that are live here on third shift, I'm going to show some of your comments down here at the bottom. Don't know why I didn't think about that before. But it's okay. We can make a change here pretty quick. Not a problem. Boom. Let's go ahead and get your comments on here. And so that way that you guys can be heard and you can be seen while this particular episode is going on. And again, guys, if you guys aren't familiar with Just Shenanigans, what we do here is we call out a few stories that we think actually point out to some level of hypocrisy. Maybe it's something funny, maybe it's something bad, but like I said, man, depending on whether it's funny or not, it's going to be determined on what you guys think, okay? So there we go. I got a couple of your comments down there on the screen. Let me give a shout out to the people that are already here in the chat. I want to say what's up to Deb's Death Insurance, Teddy on Fire, Barbara's in the building, and Chorus 15. Yes, I am putting in a lot of work. I'm going to do my best, and I actually have another video for you guys. So you guys, some of the people that don't watch it right now are going to be in for a treat tomorrow morning. So I'll have a couple of videos up for you guys, okay? So what we have going on here is allegedly there's a situation that happened with some white golfers, and the owners said that 5 African-American women were playing golf too slowly. And because of this, what did they do? In order to rectify it, they called the police on the 5 black women playing golf. Straight up. I kid you not, you heard that right. They called the police on the women because they were playing golf too slowly. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually read the story to you guys, and then I'm going to give you guys the video and let you guys check it out for yourself. Do you think it's funny? Is it not funny? Is it serious? Then I'll leave that for you guys to decide, okay? So what happened in this particular story is 5 African-American women say they were discriminated against at a Pennsylvania golf club when they were told they were taking too long on the course. And then the police were called. So on Saturday morning, the women, who according to local media, were experienced golfers and part of a group called Sisters in the Fairway, teed off at Grandview Golf Course in York County. The women told the York Daily Record that they were told by the club owners that they were not keeping a quick enough pace. And if you guys are familiar with golf, let me start the chat back up. That's my apologies. But if you guys aren't familiar with golf, golf is very, very big on pace. Now, I don't know whether they have this kind of problem with other people or not. Like I said, I'm not an avid golfer, and I definitely don't know. So maybe if people out there, if you guys golf, then you can let me know inside the comment section. If y'all would, do me a favor, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy, if you would, please, okay? But they were told by the club owners that they were not keeping pace, a quick enough pace. So the club offered to refund their memberships and then called 911. So they were kicked the hell out. So the confrontation follows a spate of similar confrontations among businesses, their customers or members, and the police. So from the arrest of 2 African-American men at a Philadelphia Starbucks to a 911 call made on 2 African-American men working out at a New Jersey gym. The incidents have reignited racial tensions in commercial spaces and cast scrutiny on how law enforcement and companies respond. I felt we were discriminated against, one of the women, Manika Ojo, told York Daily Record. it was a horrific experience. The golf club, represented in a video interview by co-owner JJ Chronister, has since apologized. She does not appear to have been present during the confrontation, but told the Daily Record that she had personally contacted each of the 5 women and hoped to use this as a learning opportunity for the owners and their employees. The club did not return a request for comment by the post, but we have more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video, but before I show you guys the video, of course, I always have to give you guys the fair usage statement. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Okay, somebody said that they have policies for that very issue. Yes. So like I say, that's something I'm not familiar with, but I would assume that they would have laws for stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do here is let me go ahead and take these pictures off the screen, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and play the video, and I want you guys to decide for yourself. Is it funny? Is it not? Is this a real issue? I'll leave that for you guys to decide. So here we go.
30 hertz, straight up.
She's Shenanigans.
So what they're saying is that, again, we took 20 minutes, but this group right here was right behind us. So if we took 20 minutes, then that means that they came off of hole 9, and they have not yet parred off on hole 10, then the group behind us had to take 20 minutes to get from 9 to 10.
It's 128, you got off the green at 12:45.
And so they're saying they want to kick us off the hole. And this is former Commissioner Steve Chronister.
Congratulations, you're a real winner.
So they say they want to kick us off the hole because we took a break in between the holes, and the people behind us had not even teed off yet.
Please remove yourself from our premises in the next 5 minutes, please.
Because the authorities have been called.
All right.
Back off. Okay. Back off. That's what you want. This is what she does for a living. It's fine.
Okay.
We asked you 3 times now to remove yourself from the premises. You have yet to remove yourself.
And why is it that we took? Why did you say you would remove us from the premises? What was the confrontation? You came to us. We were trying to tee off, and you came. 5 of you men came up to us.
So we said, hey, can you move along quicker, please?
No. We were just about to tee off. The group took a beer break, and so we were about to tee off, and you just came to us saying we had to leave.
All right.
I don't appreciate you getting me on video.
It's a public place, and you wouldn't be involved if you didn't say anything. And so now they're just starting.
I've never had a conversation with anyone.
They're just starting to tee off now after they got their soda, they got their beer, they got their drink, and now they're just starting to tee off. And this is the group that was behind us the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So. How long does this guy own this horse?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, what a mess this is, guys. What a damn mess. And I will replay the video again so you guys can take a look at it and make your own judgments. I definitely want you guys to let me know what you guys think in the comment section if you would. My brother Jason Gunn said that they have policies for this very issue, and he said there are certain times and days for golfers that are just learning. Deb's Death Insurance said there's etiquette on the course band. Dilly-dallying is rude. Okay, like I said, man, this is not something I'm very familiar with, which is why I definitely value you guys' opinion on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and read the rest of this news story. Now, the golf club, represented in a video interview by co-owner JJ Chronister, has since apologized. She does not appear to have been present during the confrontation, but told the Daily Record that she had personally contacted each of the 5 women and hoped to use this as a learning opportunity for the owners and their employees. The club did not return a request for comment by the post. So golf has historically struggled to include and advance African Americans, from elite athletes to amateur players. In his book about winning the 1997 U.S. Masters, Tiger Woods wrote of how golf has long been an unwelcoming and uncomfortable sport for black people. I'm gonna read that again. In his book about winning the 1997 U.S. Masters, Tiger Woods wrote of how golf has long been an unwelcoming and uncomfortable sport for black people. That's actually pretty telling. And it was only in 2012 that Augusta National, one of the most exclusive golf clubs in the country and that hosts the Masters, admitted its first female members. Right? Sandra Thompson, another of the women who is also the president of the York chapter of the NAACP. Boy, they done got themselves in some hot water with this one. Especially messing with women from the NAACP. Number one, because they're women. Number two, because they're black. Number three, because it's the NAACP, man. Golly. Woo. I think maybe they should have thought about some of this. Just never mind. I'm going to read the story and then I'll take my pen. I'll put a pin in that and I'll come back to that. So Sandra Thompson, one of the women who is a president of the York chapter of the NAACP, told the Daily Record that her group was set to tee off at 10:08 a.m. Saturday, but was delayed for almost an hour because of the frost on the course. So I would assume if you're playing outside, that could definitely be an issue. So Thompson said a clerk at the course said that the group could play with 5 players as opposed to a more traditional group of 4 or fewer. So Thompson did not immediately return a request for comment by the Post. After completing their second hole, Ojo and another woman in the group, Karen Crosby, say they were approached by Steve Chronister, which is the guy in the video right there, who told them he was the owner of the club and that the women needed to, quote, keep up the pace of play. And they quote, to keep up the pace of play. He was extremely hostile, and I can't lie, I watched the video, it seemed like he was a bit hostile. I'm sorry, like, I don't want no person walking up to me. I don't care whether you're white, I don't care whether you own anything. I don't want somebody walking up on me in an aggressive manner the way that he did. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but y'all can let me know, okay? Now, they said he was extremely hostile, Ojo told the York Daily Record. Now, the thing is why they're wondering like why they were being recorded and all of that stuff, because of the fact that sometimes videos speak a hell of a lot louder than words do. So I get it. JJ Chronister said her father-in-law, Steve, is not an owner of the club, but instead serves in an advisory capacity. So he threw that title out there to try to basically belittle these women. So I think that shit is wrong to sit there and lie like that. So anyway, also at the second hole, another woman in the group, Sandra Harrison, talked with a golf course pro who said the women were keeping pace just fine. That's another big point. Take your pen, put it in there, come back to that. Thompson said Chronister told them, quote, "You're going too slow. I'll give you a refund," suggesting he didn't want the women as members. So I would assume he said that because of the fact that he was rushing them and the fact that he came over like a jerk. And it seems like that's probably something he would say based on what we saw in the video, which is why she was videotaping in the beginning. I said, matter of fact, let me throw this out there for the people that might be wondering, well, why was she recording? Because if they were approached and these men were being hostile and basically trying to bully these women off the golf course, then yes, I would think that the smart thing a smart person would pull out their phone and immediately start recording. Because you cannot come back from anything you say or do on videotape. So I actually like that. I actually think that was very smart on her part. I actually thought initially I was going to go a different direction with this. I said, do you realize we're the only black women on this course and you're only coming up to us? We paid. We want to play. He walked off in a huff, Thompson told the York Daily Record. The group skipped the third hole only to arrive at the fourth hole behind a group that had not yet teed off, Thompson said. When the women reached the ninth hole, three of them, Harrison, Crosby, and Carolyn Dow, left because they were so shaken up by the confrontation. And I can't lie, I'm gonna replay this for you guys again so y'all can see it. I could actually imagine that, because I've actually been in some hostile work environments with people that look and act just like this. Now, y'all know I'm not the type of person to sit there and get on the white men really ever at all. I'm always on to us about what we could have did different, but I'm not gonna lie. They acted like assholes and jerks in this situation. Mark said he was acting like one big time. Absolutely, I think he was too. He was acting real entitled, because that's another part about entitlement. Sometimes when you have nothing, you can act entitled, and sometimes when you have too much, you can act entitled also. He talked about, I'm the owner. Well, he's just expecting for them not to even ask any questions and for them to just accept that and just go with it. I mean, that was bullcrap, okay? So Chronister, along with other employees, told the women they had 5 minutes to leave and that they had called the police. They were also offered checks to refund their memberships. First of all, if it's me, I'm not taking no damn check as no refund. I'm not taking a check from anybody. Matter of fact, why are we still writing checks in 2018? Put a pin in it. We'll come back to that. Crosby told the York Daily Record that Jordan Chronister was, quote, aggressive and confrontational and condescending. I saw all three of those things, me personally, from this video. Jordan Chronister told the women that he had timed them on their break and that they had gone beyond the 20-minute time cap. Another thing, I feel like maybe that's a little bit picking on them. Yet Thompson noted that the women were also told that they had been timed as being on the first 9 holes for 1 hour and 45 minutes. The course allows a total of 4 hours and 15 minutes, suggesting the women would have time to spare if they kept at the pace that they were at for the last 9 holes. So in the video posted by York Daily Record and by Sandra Thompson on YouTube, which is what you're looking at now, a man who identifies himself as Jordan Chronister tells the women that he had been timing them while they took their break from 12:45 to 1:28. He speaks over a woman who was asking him to explain why her group was approached. Chronister also laughs at the women and assumes a mocking tone. At one point, Chronister is told by another man in the frame to, quote, let the police handle it. Take a pen, we'll come back to that. The woman filming says she doesn't understand why they were asked to leave the course. What was the confrontation? You came to us, she said. We're trying to tee off, and 5 of you men came up to us. Now, Northern York County Regional Police Chief Mark Betzel told the Post that when the officers arrived, they learned that the reason that they were called, so apparently they weren't even sure why they were called, but the reason why they were called was because of a dispute between the club's management and the golfers. After talking with both groups for about 20 minutes, we determined this was not something that the police department needed to be involved with. That's another big ass problem. We determined this was not a police matter and we left, Betzel said. Other than people offering their opinion back and forth, there were no problems, no need for us to be there. Officers from the Northern York County Regional Police arrived and left without filing any charges. Betzel said he could not comment on whether the conversation between the club's management and the golfers had any racial undertones. He was not aware of any other similar 911 calls made by the club. I'm assuming they probably didn't have any. In a second statement released Monday, J.J. Chronister said that in the past, quote, players who have not followed the rules, specifically pace of play, have voluntarily left at our request, as our scorecard states. In this instance, the members refused to leave, so we called the police to ensure an amicable result. During the second conversation, we asked the members to leave as per our policy noted on the scorecard. Voices escalated and the police were called to ensure an amicable resolution. JJ Chronister told the York Daily Record that her family was interested in getting long-term resolution, not short-term resolution. Kudos there. We're not looking at the surface or quick fixes, because surface or quick fixes doesn't fix the mindset of what has led to this. Again, we talk about that on the You Dig, about fixing black people. We talk about the mindsets. We don't necessarily want to call people out to make them feel bad. We want to change the mindset and the behaviors of the people that are continuing negative behavior. That was always the point, so I love that. Thompson told the York Daily Record that she was hoping for sensitivity and diversity training, not just a meeting with the golf club. So I love that. So shout out to JJ Chronister, who is the actual owner, and not Mr. Man here who says that he's the owner when he's really not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this video again after I've told you guys all of this information. We got about 78 people watching. That is dope that you guys came back through to watch. So if y'all would hit that thumbs up for me. I'm gonna show this video again. Is this just shenanigans? Is this funny? Is it not funny? What are your guys' comments? I want you guys to leave your comments in the comment section after the video ends. Watch this video because this has caused another big stink and has caused more stress between black folk and white folk. So take a look at this video again and listen to it.
She's going against.
So what they're saying is that, again, we took 20 minutes, but this group right here was right behind us. So if we took 20 minutes, then that means that they came off of hole 9, and they have not yet parred off on hole 10, then the group behind us had to take 20 minutes to get from 9 to 10.
It's 128. You got off the green at 12:45.
And so they're saying they want to kick us off the hole. And this is former Commissioner Steve Chronister.
Congratulations, you're a real winner.
So they say they want to kick us off the hole because we took a break in between the holes, and the people behind us had not even teed off yet.
Please remove yourself from our premises in the next 5 minutes, please.
Because the authorities have been called.
All right.
Back off, okay? Yes, back off. This is what you want. This is what she does for a living.
It's fine.
Okay.
We asked you 3 times now to remove yourself from the premises. You have yet to remove yourself.
And why is it that we took? Why did you say you would remove us from the premises? What was the confrontation? You came to us. We were trying to tee off, and you came. 5 of you men came up to us.
So we said, hey, can you move along quicker, please?
No. We were just about to tee off. The group took a beer break, and so we were about to tee off, and you just came to us saying we had to leave.
All right.
I don't appreciate you getting me on video.
It's a public place, and you wouldn't be involved if you didn't say anything. And so now they're just starting.
Leaving? I've never had a conversation with anyone.
They're just starting to tee off now after they took they got their soda, they got their beer, they got their drink, and now they're just starting to tee off. And this is the group that was behind us the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So. How long does this guy own this course?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
All right, now what we're gonna do, guys, now that this is the second time I've showed the video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my final commentary on this. Again, this is an episode of Just Shenanigans, so this is gonna be a quick video. So this is my thoughts. First and foremost, I might surprise you guys to hear this. I am 100% on these black sisters' side.
30 hertz straight up.
I am 100% on these black sisters' side. Why? Because number one, based on the rules, and yes, Jason Gunn was right in what he said in the chat that they have rules with this type of stuff. But what they were saying was that Steve Chronister, this guy right here who claimed to be the owner, which he is not the owner, came up and said that he timed their break. And he said that they were over their break and that they're taking too long and that they need to speed up. But what it was they went and talked to another golf pro who said that the women were keeping pace just fine. And so what it was they actually said that the rule is, let me see if I can find that rule again. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second because I lost it. Let me see. Okay, now the course rule allows for a total of 4 hours and 15 minutes to be on the course. So far, they have been timed from the first 9 holes. They have been there for 1 hour and 45 minutes, which suggests that the women would have had time to spare if they kept at their current pace. I'm gonna read that again. They had been on the first 9 holes for 1 hour and 45 minutes. The course rules allow for a total of 4 hours and 15 minutes, suggesting that if they keep their current pace, they will be perfectly fine with plenty of time to spare. Big problem number 1. Big problem number 2. Why is it that it took so many men to walk up to these women to sit there and ask them about what they keep pace faster? I'm assuming that if these women are following the rules, like it seems like they are, based on what I just read you guys, then it would seem that what they were trying to do was bully and intimidate these women. That's number 2. Because why does it take 5 of them to walk up to them and say anything at all? Let alone, it seems confrontational. Number 3, what you guys see on camera right there, that gentleman right there. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pause it on his face. Since he came over to be such a smart mouth, we're gonna go right back to him. This is Steve Chronister right here. We get him back on him. Right there. Right there. There we go. Perfect picture. So Steve Chronister came up and walked up to them, and you listen to the way that he talked to them. He was being a jerk. He was being a straight up jerk. He was being intimidating, and he lied. So if he lied about being the owner, then why would he not lie about timing their break? And then why would he not lie about them being off pace? That's another problem. Number 3, he actually had to have an elder gentleman come over and tell him, hey man, why don't you just back off? Because they know that these situations can actually be very sensitive. So in his mind, the elder gentleman is like, hey, I see what's going on out here in the world, man. Back off. And one of the things that he said was, he said, this is what this woman does. Well, what did she do wrong? Y'all walked up to her and she started recording. I don't understand what she did wrong. If five white men walk up to me, 5 people walk up to me, I might not be pulling out my phone. I'm just throwing that out there. You might not see this phone. I'm hoping 5 people don't just walk up to me. I'm just throwing it out there. For safety purposes, it's intimidating as hell. All right? So lastly, why were the police called? It's just like when I tell you guys about 911 being called. I feel like 911 should only be called if it's a life and death situation. I'll say that 2 more times. 911 should only be called if it is a life and death situation. Let me say that one last time. If you are not bleeding, if you are not dying, if your life is not at risk or anything like that, then the police or 911 should not be called. This could have been handled another way. It definitely could have been handled in more of a discreet way, and you definitely didn't have to be so damn intimidating. If you did not want to renew their membership there, that you could have held your right to do that. Maybe y'all could have voted on it or whatever. But don't just walk up in the middle of somebody that's spending their money and thinking that they are going to be able to enjoy their money, and then you turn around and ruin it like that. So that's what I say to the golf course and to Mr. Steve Chronister. Now this is what I'll say to my sisters, because I believe in us holding ourselves accountable. To my sisters, the NAACP, hear me out on this, and I hope this video goes viral one day. I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this. To our black people, stop going where you are not wanted. I don't understand why you want to force and impose yourselves on people that don't want you there. I don't give a damn about how much money you spent. If your money means that much to you, then what black people need to do is band together and make your own country clubs, make your own golf courses, buy your own. Don't go to theirs. If they're acting racist towards you, don't go. Stop supporting them. You are continuing to put money in their pockets and they're treating you like crap. Well, I'm sorry. If somebody's treating me like crap, I'm not going to spend my money with them. That's my opinion. I hope that you guys learned something from this particular story. And I hope that you guys get some better insight now that we've given you the full story and the full background. Again, this is your boy DJ Just Jay. We're signing off. This is an episode of Just Shenanigans. Please make sure that you leave your comments in the comment section. Why? Because I want to know what you guys think about this story, okay? So not everybody had a chance to leave their comments on the live video, but you will be able to comment after the video is over. If you want to send me a video at thesotoyoudig@gmail.com, and I'll be able to get back with you, and I'll do it as quickly as I can. Other than that, we'll see you on the next show. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that PayPal. Make sure you also check us out at patreon.com/DJJustJ, okay? And I think I have one more show coming up for you guys. So if any of you guys want to donate, I will make sure and read your donations on the show. So for the people that are hearing the sound of my voice, stay tuned, because we're going to bring you one more show. All right, we'll see you guys here in a minute.